All right.
So that's how thick the walls are, though?
It is.
Or that's just the outside wall.
Well, interior, like.
TexarkanaFYI.com and Hornhog Radio. Judge Cathy Harrison, thank you for taking a little bit of time with us.
Thank you.
2021.
It started out busy.
It has started. You are busy.
I like being busy, but it's been a little too busy.
It's been very busy, but here we are at the first of the. We were just talking about the. That's the core of one of the, because there's a lot of renovations going on here at the courthouse.
Right. A lot of drilling.
So that is just the inside wall.
Right.
Then there's a space, and then there's another outside wall.
Right. In between each of the offices. So that is a lot of drilling. In fact, the core drillers from Little Rock said that's the hardest concrete they have ever drilled through because of the native river rock.
That's right. It's got all that rock I can see.
Right.
This courthouse ain't going nowhere anytime.
It's not, but it's been interesting because all that drilling, you know, we still have cast iron pipes in the walls.
Right. And that's what we got to get to and get a lot of that updated and upgraded.
Right. So we've had
a lot of work.
As anyone knows who's went through renovation, you know, you run into a lot of things you didn't expect, like busted pipes and all that vibration and cast iron.
At the same time, there's a lot of history that you can discover too. So.
There is.
So here we are, 2021. We know our friend Sarah is running for governor.
We do.
How you feel about that?
I like Sarah. In fact, she called me 2 days ago.
Is that right? I talked to Mike the other day about it, and I'd like us. We got to do a fish fry or something out at Rocky Creek. Let's talk about that after.
Okay.
I was hoping we could talk about pandemic. You know, now that vaccines are rolling out. But we want to have some sense of normalcy.
Right.
And moving forward, I know over here in Miller County, everybody's pulling together to try to figure out ways to make this stuff happen. You know, downtown, we had the Christmas trees and stuff.
Right. That was exciting.
And from that, I was talking to the folks over there, and they said, "Oh, they've been talking to you and some other folks, and 2021 is going to be even bigger."
I hope.
At Christmas. I hope it'll become like an attraction to draw folks.
Me too. You know, it is exciting to go downtown on a Friday and Saturday night and not be able to find a parking space.
It's a different vibe.
It really is.
How many decades have people, you and I both know folks who said, somebody ought to do this.
Right.
And they blame everybody else.
Right.
Well, now folks are really doing it, and it's exciting.
Exactly right. You can no longer say there's nothing to do in Texarkana.
And especially downtown. It's an exciting time. But then out at the fairgrounds, I know they're going to try to pull some stuff together because we had to skip the fair last year and all that. Right. But if we could and the plan is to stretch things out so we can still be
do the social distancing, right, do our part.
And we were face masked up in here. We've been in here for a little while. I'm sorry, looking at some of the stuff, so I took my mask off. I don't want anybody misunderstanding us. So tell us what else is going on with Judge Harrison these days.
Just doing a lot of renovating. That's keeping me busy. Working on grants, working on roads, buying new equipment. When I came in, you know, there's a lot of old equipment. We've updated a lot of equipment. We're working on that. You can't work without equipment. So
anything.
I mean, we spent more. It was in the shop more than we were able to use it last year. So it'll be a different year this year.
Right. And what else do you got? I know you picked up the land. You know, with all that going on business wise, we've got some things happening and popping even through COVID-19.
We do. We bought 10 acres, or in the process of buying 10 acres out on South State Line. There'll be a solar farm. We'll have a groundbreaking when we get ready to do that officially.
Which, by the way, I could work these two things in together, you know, community involvement, how we are. The solar farm that we're going to put out on South State Line, but then did you hear about University of Arkansas Hope campus, the University of Arkansas Texarkana Hope? They're putting in a solar array and a solar lab
Really?
that will be offering a certification in solar energy. So that's
good.
I just found out about that a little bit earlier, so that kind of goes together.
It does. I haven't heard that.
That way, once the solar farm's built, we'll have some certified technicians to.
It's a good thing.
That's the way that works. So, well, I appreciate you taking time to talk to us. Tell us about the emergency management office, the job they're doing with the vaccines coming in and all of that.
Joe Bennett's the director of that, and he has been doing an outstanding job. It is going through OEM, the distribution of the vaccines. You know, Miller County's always slow in getting it.
Well, it's because everything has to filter down. Well, it's the same thing with the Texas side.
Exactly.
You know, Houston, Dallas, Austin,
Right.
all those guys. Yeah, we'll send it down eventually.
That's true. And you know what a lot of people don't realize is in Texarkana is not that big of a city. In Arkansas, we are a big city, but we don't have a hospital.
That's right.
So.
And so, you know, there are some restrictions on who, when, how, and I think we're at phase 1B on both sides of the line, and people are getting it as the vaccine comes in. And, you know, there for a little while at the beginning, if you watch social media, I know you do, you get a kick out of some of it. People were afraid of the vaccine, but then now almost everybody wants it, and they're more upset that the waiting list.
Right.
But get on the list. You could get on a list at Albertsons, Walmart, the health department, of course, emergency management, the hospitals.
Right. It's easier now. We're starting to get the other vaccines. You know, with the Pfizer vaccine, they had to be stored at like 15 below.
Right.
College Hill Drug was the only pharmacy that had
the ability to store it.
Exactly.
But now that we're getting the other vaccines in as well, and like you said, Joe and them, they've been doing a really good job at getting that in, getting the material supplies and everything that we need here on the Arkansas side of the line. Like you just brought up, though, with the hospitals being in Texas, do understand that anybody can get their vaccinations on the Texas side of the line.
Right.
Arkansas, I believe, is limited to Arkansas residents right now.
Right now.
But you know, this is it's changing. It seems to be changing all the time.
It does.
But you and the team have been just crackerjacks about staying on top of it. You really have.
Well, we're trying.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking a little bit of time to talk with us, kind of give us an update. Is there anything else we need to know over in Miller County? What's happening here at the beginning of the year?
Just a lot going on.
Put you on the spot.
I've been going through my emails. It's a legislation year, you know, so I'm going through all the bills and things. It's interesting to see what's out there. So I'm trying to keep up with that too, because there's a lot of good bills that are being passed, you know, through the Senate and the House right now. So.
And I know you. I mean, you keep an eye on a little bit of everything.
I
politics,
do. In fact,
you know.
I talked to Senator Hickey today, you know, about one of the bills. So, staying busy.
So, you know, you're our county judge. You plan on staying here? You're going to run for some?
I'm going to run for another term.
Yeah.
As county judge. Yes.
What after that?
I don't know.
You got red in the cheeks right there. Something's working.
Well, you never know.
You never know. All right. Well, thank you, Judge. We appreciate you.
I enjoyed it.
All right, and I'll talk to you again soon.
All right.